Hi everyone, it's Anne Marie, and I'm back today with the walkthrough of my next design team project for Country Craft Creations. I made a 7.5 by 9-inch folio using the Practically Perfect paper collection from Carta. This paper collection is I guess you could say it's a Mary Poppins theme, although you'll see throughout my project that I didn't specifically base this on Mary Poppins, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. The collection has 12 by 12 pages, and you can see this is the B side, this is the A or B side. So you can see all the fantastic pages, the patterns that were in this collection. And if you don't know anything about Carta, they have really, really high quality, really nice weight pattern paper. So it's just fantastic to work with. So like I said, you get the 12 by 12. You also get a beautiful sticker sheet. And then there's some cut aparts in there. These are the 3 by 4 cut aparts. Then this page, I call this the border strips page. And yeah, it's just so pretty. And then also too, because I purchased this collection myself, and then I got it as part of my design team kit, which is really funny. Oh, and before I show you that, look at that lace that came with my design team kit. Isn't that beautiful? Tammy has this in her store. I would run and get it before I buy all that she has left. This is just so pretty. And then I got a really pretty light pink, a grayish blue, and a beautiful red color seam binding as well. So as I said, before I received this kit to work with, I purchased this paper collection myself, and I also got the this is the 6 by 6 paper pad. Yeah, this was one, you can see it, I don't know if you can see, but this is London Bridge is Falling Down, the music to the song. I thought that was cute. There's some birds and some kites. Not really sure what that one is. This is that one, that borders page I mentioned earlier. Some teapots, some pretty florals. So these are just the smaller version of what's in the 12 by 12. Okay, so there's that. Then I also bought the chipboard phrases. You can see I actually mistakenly bought 2 of these, and I used some of the others, but I'm just showing you the one that hasn't been used. Beautiful, wonderfully magic, sweet as a cupcake. This doesn't say a spoonful of sugar. I know I saw that somewhere. Anyway, practically perfect in every way. Look at that cupcake. So that is the chipboard phrases. And then there's chipboard accents. Oh, there's that same cupcake. And there's a teapot and some macarons or macaroons, however you say it. There's Mary Poppins. There is a beautiful carousel horse and Mary Poppins umbrella. Oh, right here is her actual valise or her suitcase, but it fell out and I'm not exactly sure where it is. It's probably in a container somewhere. So I bought that stuff, and then I also got the enamel dots. And then I have what are these ones? The die cut cardstock pieces. Give you an idea. I hope you can see that. And then I got the frames and tags. And it looks like I didn't use any, but I mistakenly bought 2 of these as well. So I did use quite a few. You can see them there. And then the last piece that I have are the decorative brads. You can see the big brad with the carousel horse. There's the carousel. That one says practically perfect in every way. And then there's some chipboard accents that go with it. To be honest, I forgot I had this until the very end, so you can see I only got a chance to use 3 of them. But I have so much paper left not so much. I mean, I use pretty much everything that came in my DesignTeam kit, but I have the separate collection that I purchased myself. So I will probably be making another one of these. So let me show you what I made. So it's like I said, 7.5 inches wide by 9 inches tall. And this is I don't know where my ruler went to. I swear, things just get up and walk out of my craft room. Hello, where are you? Oh, I'll just use an old one. The spine is 2 inches wide. You can see how old my ruler is. Look, it's all rubbed off. There's a view from the top. So here's the view from the right side. There are 2 1-inch spines. Oops, wrong way. And then there's the back. I haven't put anything on the back. I don't like to put anything that has any type of dimension on the back because when I make these and sell them at a craft show, people are constantly picking them up and putting them down, moving them around, and I just hate to see them get squished or damaged. So this is, I call this a double folio. I'm not exactly sure if there's an actual phrase for it, but you can see it opens like this. I don't even know if I could get it all on the screen. So we'll just start over here on the left-hand side. So this is I think this is 5 inches wide. Yeah, here is a flap that's 5 inches wide, and it opens like this. Let me move stuff out of the way. So here is the left side flap. And I made a variation of a waterfall. And I'll show you that in a minute. Here's just a little photo mat, little place to use, sweet as a cupcake. So you open it like this, it comes down like that. And then what I did is I made a waterfall with a pocket. So here's the waterfall. Look at the pretty paper. I left the back of it blank for journaling. And then in here, there is a tag. This is the music for London Bridge is Falling Down. Isn't that awesome? I mean, if you're of a certain age, we played that just every day in the summer, yeah, as little kids. So you can see these 2 pieces are connected together, and then you have the same with the next one. You can see, and then it just becomes a waterfall with a pocket. So there's that pretty paper I have on the cover with some teapots. There's the woman herself. And again, that tag. And these are the 3x4 cut-aparts. I just put them on some cardstock. They fit beautifully right there, and they store in there. I actually consider putting some ribbon or something here, but I'm afraid it might get caught in the spine. So here's the next one. Anything can happen if you let it. If you know the Mary Poppins movie, you know what that's in reference to. Whoops. Let's put that back. Here's the next one. Oops. Whoopsie. Time together is such a sweet treat. Oh, I tell you, my fingers do not want to work today. Then here's some books. There's a waterfall flap. There's the pocket. That's just as sweet as a cupcake. And again, I left these blank for journaling. I love this plaid. And it says there's magic in the carousel. And one of my favorite papers in the collection are these birds. The little tree branches with the birds. I'm not even a fan of birds. I don't care for birds, but I love that page. And then here is just a little leftover area. Okay, and that just all settles right back down, and it's held closed with a magnet. All right, so this second section here, this is just a series of pockets. There are there's 1, 2, 3 pockets. And here, this is just, I made a couple of tags. I used some of the stickers. It says make it so. And I decided to use some orange because there was some orange here on the paper with the kites. This one has some macarons and it says scrumptious. And then this is one of the frames from the frames and tags. And I left this open here so that a photo can be slid under. And I don't want to, but there, I left the score tape on the back so that whoever puts the photo in, whoever gets this, they can put their photo in and just close it down. Learned that from Patty Center. Thank you, Patty, for that little tip. And then the next pocket here, there are two, I think these are 4 1/4 by 6 inch tags, and these are again this is from the frames and tags. This must just be from the die cuts. It says, "You're the sprinkles to my sundae," and this says it's time for a tea party. And again, they just live right there. Or you can move them around wherever you want in the book. Next pocket has a huge, let's see, I don't remember, I say huge. It's 6 by 8.5. I just made a little booklet. Again, this is one of the die cuts, some pattern paper, and this is a carousel ticket. I just thought that was cute, and I left it blank inside for all the photos and the journaling. And you just slide that right back inside there. I think that's the right pocket. And then lastly, whoops, come out. There it is. It's hiding, it's stuck on something. Oh, it was stuck on my finger. And then lastly, here's a sticker that says "Dare to Lose Yourself." And then I took another sticker with some books. And then I just made a butterfly. I don't know if you can see the wink of Stella I put on it. And then I just used this little tab. Or did I make this tab? Yeah, I made a little tab and I just put a macaron sticker there. And again, another 8.5 by 6 little photo booklet. That just slides right back inside there. Okay, so that's the first 2 sections. We'll slide over to this side. This is the right-hand side flap that mirrors the left-hand side, so it's 5 by 9. And I just made this a belly band. And as you can see, I don't know if you could tell on the screen, but I left plenty of space in there so you could store other photos. And I put this cute little chipboard piece that says "Beautiful" on it as a stopper. And then I made, I figured I had to use her somewhere. So I just made another little booklet. This is one of the 3 by 4 cut aparts. And here's one of the die cuts. It says "Practically Perfect." And I used the sticker from the sticker sheet and some pattern paper and just made, and I had this blue paper in my stash. I just made a little booklet that you can put a couple photos in and some, actually you could put 3 photos and journaling in it. And that just slides right inside there. And you see that little die cut chipboard that says "Sweet Happy Day." And then I had these cute little butterflies in my stash that went perfectly. So here is the centermost section, I guess. And what's in here is I have 2 flaps and each flap has 2 pockets. You can see there's some more of those booklet tags. So the first one I made, this is one of the really pretty back sides of one of the pattern papers. I don't know if it's kind of hard to tell, but can you tell these little, they look like little wheels, but they're little butterflies. Just super, super cute. And then I just added one of the die cut banners. I left the back blank. And here I just made a little pocket. It's probably 3.5 by 4.5. And then I took one of the 3 by 4 cards and put it on the front. And just turned this into, made a tag. It says "Darling." The "Dare to Lose Yourself" that we saw earlier. This is a 3 by 4 cut apart. And then this is one of the, what is that, die cuts. It says "Kind and Witty." So, and those just go right back into that pocket. Oh, I forgot to mention, I made the pocket, but I also made it, the pocket itself is a pocket, if that makes sense. So I only glued down 2 sides, and so it does double duty. Okay, and then inside there, inside here, you can see I did a little bypass thing. I don't know what you want to call that, but it created 2 4x6 pockets. So I made these little booklets again for a couple of photos. You could probably do, actually you could do 4 photos on here if you wanted to. Then I did this one out of, this was some of the pink cardstock that Tammy included in my kit. And this was one of the die cut banners, says, "You are so beautiful." And there's that. And again, that they both just slide, whoops, or they're both supposed, there they go. They both just slide right inside there. Okay, and on this side, I do have to say, I was not crazy about this paper right here until I put this lace on it. There's that lace that I showed in the beginning. Look at how pretty that is. And it's huge. It's got to be at least 2 inches wide. I just think it's gorgeous. And then what I did is I paired it with, I tied a double knot, a double bow out of some of that grayish blue, excuse me, seam binding. And then these are a couple of the tags that are in the die cuts and or frames and tags, or whatever that's called, package. So, and I just thought that looked so pretty. I just hung it from some baker's twine that I had in my stash. And then I just made another little tag. I just thought this was super pretty paper too. And then that just slides right under the lace. Again, plenty of room for more photos to store them there. And this is the next flap. Pocket flap, if you want to call it that. I took one of this is the back side. I wish I could, I can't remember what the front side of this one was, but I didn't care for the 3x4, but this was the back of the 3x4 cut aparts. And I just made it into an L-shaped pocket by just gluing it here and here. And this little spectacular little banner flag was from the die cuts. And then I just made a couple more, larger tags. These are probably 5x7. Yes, they're 5x7, and this is one of the frames. It says "pretty as a cupcake," and you can see there's a couple of those enamel dots. Worked perfectly. Then here's another one of the little die cuts with some of the pattern paper, and I just made it into a little booklet, and that slides right inside there. And then, there's the spoonful of sugar. I knew I saw it somewhere. And yes, I did sing the song to myself the whole time when I made this book. But here is, I just made another tag. So those are all, they all stay right there. Should I have that out of order? Oh, I could play all day. So then here is a couple of more of these cute little 4 1/4. What are these? No, these are 6. These are 4 1/4 by 6. And just use some of the pattern paper. This is just so pretty with the butterflies. There's that pretty. That's the back side of one. I don't know if you can tell on screen. The background paper here is an ivory-ish color, almost a cream color. I originally started building this book with my base pages out of ivory. But it just didn't look right. It kind of clashed, or it kind of all blended together. So I decided to switch it over to white, and I'm glad I did because it gives a nice contrast. And then here is the next one. This is another one of the pattern papers that was in my DesignTeam kit. One of the die cuts says "perfect." Again, it's the same size, the 4 1/4 by 6, and it will just slide right inside there. And then here's the back of that pocket flap. This I thought was really cute. It looks very busy, but this is a map in London. This is a St. George Street Bridge in Westminster. Again, if you're familiar with the Mary Poppins story, that'll make sense. And then here's Big Ben, and here's a bird, because I guess she was part of the Audubon Society. But over here is a like a classified ad that says full-time nanny sought, and it's just really funny. It just brings back memories from when I was a little kid and watched the movie. But anyway, so the centermost part, oh, sorry, I just got an update on my computer. The centermost section is 2 pockets. And then I had a little place here for some tags. I used one of the die cuts that says Practically Perfect and just made a little slot where I could put some tags. Here's some more of that gorgeous lace. It just is so pretty. So here's a couple of the tags from the collection. Practically Perfect bookseller. You could journal right there and put a small little photo on the back. There's a cupcake. And then this is, again, another little want ad. It says, wanted a governess who is sweet and tidy, never cross, loves outings in the park, won't scold or make nasty faces, and most of all loves children. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. Okay, and then, so in this pocket, again, here are some of the pattern cardstock that Tammy provided. And this is one of the gorgeous stickers that's included. Obviously it says beautiful. So what I did was took some of the seam binding. It looks a little bit white on my screen, but it's definitely a pale pink. And then I just made a booklet. So there you could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could put 10, 11 photos on here if you wanted to. Inside it has 4 pages. Yeah, and I just thought that was just really, really cute. And that can just go right there. And there's plenty of room for it to expand. The pocket has plenty of room. And then here is a larger one. Isn't that just pretty? The color is just gorgeous. This is one of the die cuts, says lovely on it. And again, I did the same, just left it all blank. And that just lives right back here. And again, there's plenty of room for longer tags if you have longer tags if you need more, or, you know, whatever you want to store back in there. Some memorabilia or what have you. So those all kind of live right there. And this flaps back over. And there are 3 magnets. There's one here, here, and here. And they're also on the opposite side so that when it comes together, the magnet holds it shut. So that is my folio. I'm not sure whether I'm going to call it Sweet Treat Folio. I think that's what I'll call it. Because again, as you see, it's not necessarily Mary Poppins themed. But I think I might make the next one a theme with Mary Poppins. We'll see. So I hope you stay tuned. I hope you like the folio. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the step-by-step tutorial. So let's see, I'm 23 minutes in and I've just did the walkthrough. So if you don't want to